Yes guys, and welcome to a brand new series on the channel. Now if you are new to the channel, you're very, very welcome. I am Joel, also known as Jamsarny, and today we are embarking on a brand new series, Football Manager 2024. This is something that has been largely requested for about 5 years now, literally 5 years. Bit of background on me with this game. I used to play it when it was like Championship Manager in like 2004, 2005. And I kind of fell out of love with it when it started getting a bit more in depth. I do like the detail of the game, but when it starts to get a bit too much, do you know what I mean? When it gets really complex, really complicated, I like things to be quite simple because I'm a very simple-minded person. I'm a very simple man. But I'm going to give it a go. I think the last FM I played and really enjoyed was like FM 14, 15, something like that. But I'm going to give it a go. So I do apologise if I come across a bit of a noob, a bit cringy, and if there's anything that you think I'm not doing correctly, any advice, you're more than welcome to comment down below. I'm absolutely fine with that. But we are going to be taking over Sunderland, and I know full well that Kirill Louis-Dreyfus, our chairman, he wants us, right, to be signing youth players, young players, and get them all in and get our academy going, which is what I want to do. But at the moment, as we can see here, our board culture, they want us to sign players under the age of 23 for the first team. But we've already got so many prospects in our squad that I don't really want to be making any signings until January, because I'm a great believer in giving everyone an opportunity. That's what I want to do. We've got so many players in there. So the board might get a little bit pissed off with us for not making many signings in this summer transfer window, if any. You know, I think we get given about 6.5 million, some shit like that. So I might go in for like a striker, but I do want to give everyone an opportunity. So there's a good chance that I might not sign anyone in this first summer. Now this is what my manager looks like. That isn't the 3D profile. I did try and do the photo realistic manager of me, and it looked like something out of a fucking nightmare. So I just give it this guy who looks like he just crawled out of an alleyway. So that's me. That's my name, Joel Gradwell. So this is the beginning of our tenure of Sunderland Association Football Club. We're going to hope to try and get maybe a top half finish. Playoff place would be great, but I think at the moment the board just want us to head for a top half finish, which is fair, and we're going to go for it. Now here is the list of players in the last year of the contract. There's some players here that I'm not too bothered about. Corey Evans, our current captain, he's injured for a long time anyway. He does have a 1-year extension clause, but I think that's in his court, not ours. So we'll leave that to him. Likes of Pritchard, Dak as well. Roberts is the big one for me here. I'm going to offer him a new contract. That is what's going to happen right now. That's our first thing we're going to do. Offer Paddy Roberts a contract. He wants to be guaranteed a role on the right-hand side of midfield as an attacking midfielder. We'll give him that. We'll finalise that promise. So he wants 22.5k. He's currently on 12, so he wants nearly double his wage at the minute. I'm going to try and... I'm happy with all this. I might even give him a 4-year contract, see if he's happy with that. I'll try and bring his wage down a little bit just to be funny. Suggest the terms. Okay, he's sticking with 22k and he still wants that 3-year contract. Go down to 20k. Will you accept that? He's happy with that. Okay, and he's got all these add-ons and everything as well. Like I say, we're not going to be dipping too much into our transfer budget, so I'm quite happy to give him a decent wage there. Paddy Roberts is going to be staying with us for at least another 3 years. And we have a pretty large injury list as well. You've got Corey Evans out 6-7 months, like we say. Matete, he's got 4 to 5 months. Sealt is out 3 to 7 weeks. Adji Alessi, 2 to 4 months. Cirque in a couple of days, that's not too bad. Now, in terms of tactics, again, I'm an absolute noob, so I do apologise, and if I make you guys cringe to hell, but I'm going to go for tiki-taka. I like to dominate possession. I'm a very possession-based manager. We want to be keeping hold of the ball. We want to dictate the play. We'll choose our our formation, should I say. I think this is the one we're probably going to go with. And for the time being, I think that will be our starting 11 with Pato, Sirkin, O'Nien, Bollard, Hume, Eckworth, Neal, Roberts, Bellingham, Clark and Samido. I do want to give Samido and Royson a chance up top. I know we've got Mayenda as well, who's currently injured, like so many other players. I'm going to go into our, I think, under 18s and under 21s, where I think a handful of our players are that I need to bring up to the first team, the likes of Rigg. I really want to get Rigg eventually a first team player here, a massive one for me. I want to eventually embed him into this starting 11 somehow. He's going to have to try and knock out the likes of Eckworth and Dan Neal, but we'll have to see what happens there. Yeah, here he is, Chris Rigg. He's going to be going into our first team there. He's not sitting on our under 18s whatsoever. He's already worth between £5 and £8.6 million. He's going to go straight up to our first team, move to the senior squad. And in our under-21s, we do have Mayenda, we have Burstow who's on loan. So we're going to stick Burstow in our first team as well, in our senior squad. I'll leave Mayenda in there for the time being, just whilst he nurses his injury. He's out for 2 to 4 months, so I'll leave him in the under-21s for a while. Just going through the meeting with the staff at the moment, they have suggested the likes of Adil Al-Shish to go on a 27-week intensive course to learn the language. I'll accept all that stuff, of course. Staff meeting done, that'll do. Now for our set pieces, okay, I always want to do player marking. I don't like zonal marking at all. There's too much room for error there. And a hybrid, I feel like, again, too much room for error. I like to be player for player there. What post do you want your players to mark? Just the near post. Just then, I know the back post it's a big one, but I like to have more players able to defend man for man. We'll go for counter-attacking as well. It is a little hybrid in itself, isn't it? So where do we prefer to deliver the ball? In the centre for me, right in the mixer. Stay high, balance, defend, transition. I'll stick balanced for that one. How do you want set pieces to be delivered? I love an in-swinger as opposed to an out-swinger. So that's that done. And we already have an injury to Abdullah Ball. Luckily, it's only for 1 to 3 days. I thought this was going to be another long-term injury there. God. But here we go anyway. I'll introduce myself to the squad. I'm just going to suck up to them because I know that they're very, very finicky with these meetings. So I'll introduce myself to them all. I'll just kiss all their asses, make them all love me, and then we move on. Right, so our championship aims. I know that the board want us to be in the top 10, or at least the top half, should I say. Corey Evans says, I think we have a chance to do quite well in the league this season. What that means to him, I don't know. So I'll just say, top half finish. Everyone seems happy with that. Lovely jubbly. That's exactly the reaction I wanted, boys. We'll talk about the FA Cup. Let's see what Corey Evans is saying. The captain, I think we have a chance to achieve our FA Cup objectives. I won't say the latter stages. I won't say that I expect us to go to the latter stages because I really don't. I'm more focused on the league anyway. I'll be expected to give a good account of ourselves. I think that's a safe option, isn't it? Is everyone happy with that? Everyone's happy with that. Buzzing. Brilliant. Just what I wanted to hear. I've also finalised the code of conduct you suggested this season. I trust you're all accepting. Everyone's happy with it. The code of conduct is fine. I don't think it'll make much difference. Jack Clark's happy with that. Great response. Right, can we move on now? I've nothing else to talk about. Fantastic. A very decent first meeting with the boys. They love me. They absolutely love me. So these are line up for the intra-squad friendly. We have Patterson, Hume, Ballard, basically the team that I've shown you earlier. We've got some decent players on show as well for our second string with Pembelli in there, Triantis, Huggins, Rig, Abdullah Bar, Dak, Bennett and Royson. It'll be good to see this battle here between who's going to be our striker for the season between Lewis Samido or Hamia or Royson as well. So we'll go to the dressing room. He just advised me to go in hard on Royson. We're not going to be going hard against our own players, are we? And away we go. Our first game in charge. Of course, it's only a friendly between our own sides, but this will be very interesting indeed. Ekwa with a free kick here on the edge of the box. He plays it to 09, back to Roberts. Well worked this, and it's wide. Lovely little move there from the set piece. Look how excited I am. I'm already really excited just from an intra-squad friendly. Can you imagine how excited I'm going to get when we're actually in a competitive game? Roberts pumps one in. Job, Clark. Back to Job. Ballard, Roberts hits it and it's a goal. It's a lovely finish from Paddy Roberts as well. Well played, lad. Well played. He gets it in, cleared away. Come on, can we get a counter-attack on the go now, lads? It'd be nice to see. Here is Clark, driving forward. Give the ball, son. It's Dan Neil. Roberts, Job. Ah, come on, man. Oh, we've nicked it off him. With him here, it is Clark. Get it in, son. Get it in. Get it in. Cross it. Oh, it's gone a bit greedy there. It's Job. He makes it 2-0. Nice football there. Eventually forcing it in. Of course, it's Sirkin who strides forward. And what a goal from Sirkin, who's in the middle of shaking off a knock as well. And he just drilled it from miles out. It's gone straight through the keeper. He doesn't cover himself in glory. Bishop for the second string. Half time, 3-0 to our first team. Sirkin with the ball in. It is Hamia. And it's a goal. It's another one. Lewis Samido with the goal. Lovely finish from him. Hopefully we see plenty of them. Oh no, it's offside. I think it was offside, or it was been ruled out for one reason or another. I didn't quite see. But I was going to say, I'd love to see more of that come the beginning of the season. Good football this from the second string. It's Jewison Bennett taking in his man. He does fine. Huggins, can he pull it back? He's going to go himself. Lovely goal there from Niall Huggins. Fantastic stuff. Another player who's going to try and stake a claim for a starting place. Zirkin driving forward now, fine to me on the spin. It's Joe. Can he finish it off? He can. 4-1. Lovely, lovely move. That's what we like to see. And that is the end of the intra-squad friendly. If you look at the stats, it was actually a relatively even game with 12 shots to 9. Really decent game to watch there. Yeah, so if you see, we do have 7 million in our transfer budget. And I know it isn't the most exciting first episode when you don't have signings coming left, right and centre. But if you have a look at our squad, we just have so many players. So many players who I want to give a chance, and so many of them are under the age of 23, and they do have loads of potential. So I just want to give everyone a chance, as I say. Apologies if that is a bit boring, but I just want this Sunderland side to just progress and get better and better, because so many of these players, anyway, if we end up selling them and improving them first and then selling them, we'll make loads of money to keep on reinvesting into the squad and making the club in itself self-sustainable, which is one of the aims of the board as well. And there's confirmation that Roberts has signed a new deal with us, which is fantastic news. So he will more than likely be our right winger for the season. He has more than enough quality in the Championship, and he is young enough to have a little bit more improvement in him. But now we are going to be taking on Hepburn in our first pre-season, our first proper pre-season friendly, and this is the side we are going to be using. I've introduced Alshish, Rigg and Pembele from that previous game, and away we go. Straight away, Dan Neal finds Clark on the left-hand side. Here is Chris Rigg, gets a decent ball in towards him here, nods it down to Alshish, and it's in! It's a beautiful goal! What a goal that is! And now Sheesh immediately staking a claim for a first team spot. Lovely football. Hamia! And it's a lovely goal. Is it offside though? I thought there might have been a sneaky suspicion of offside, and it is indeed. What a goal it was as well from Lewis Hamia. Roberts keeps it in. Finds out Sheesh. It's circling on the edge of the box. Surely it is. 2-0. Well played, lads. Well played. Lovely finish from Dennis Sirkin. Paddy, he's going to go alone here. Patrick Roberts, and it's in. He's done it all himself there. 17 minutes in, and we're 3-0 up. I might have to start skipping some of these friendlies, because I know we've got some pretty lowly opposition, and it's going to end up being 8-9-0 every game, innit? And it is Paddy Roberts, stood over it, and it's hit the post. Still in the danger zone, and what a goal that is. Questionable keeping, but it's Alshish again. Jesus Christ, this is a piss take, innit? Or is it just a case that I am an absolute footballing mastermind and my tactics are far too superior for this Hepburn Town side? I think it might be just that, and it's in again. 5-0, it's an own goal. And that's the tactic I've put in, guys. I said play for the own goal, and they've done exactly what I've asked of them. Fantastic. Essentially Jose Mourinho over here. Oh, and that's a cracking save from the keeper. Hamia now out wide to Paddy Roberts again. Is he going to cut inside? He's not. He's gone down. A penalty has been awarded. Oh, sheesh. Can he make it 3 for himself? Yes, he can. Easy peasy, piece of piss. Sends the keeper the wrong way. Half time. And only 6 goals, so it's very, very disappointing. I brought in a load of subs for this second half. Will that give Hepburn a bit of an opportunity, a bit of a chance? I doubt it. There's still enough quality on show here. You'd like to think we'll be able to take advantage. Can he carve something out here? Spread the play to Rigg, who I've kept on the pitch. I want to try and get as much minutes, or as many minutes in his legs as I can. And it is Roberts now. Is he going to put it in the box? No, he's not. He's only been stopped temporarily, though. Roberts whips it in towards Clark at the back post. There you go. 7-0 straight away in this second half. Get up, son. Come on. Yeah, I think I'm probably just going to sort of quick sim the rest of the pre-season, because we're going to see a lot of games like this. And it's another goal. There we are. Triantis as well. Really, really nice to see him get on the score sheet. 8-0. This could be 14-15, this, you know. I think it's going to be 10, bare minimum. Roberts with the corner. In the box still, and it's Ekwa who gets it to make it 9. Absolute managerial excellence is on display right now, guys. This is history in the making. You are witnessing genius. And is it going to be another? Are we going to get 10 as soon as I say that? Come on, this is beautiful football. There we go. 10-0 just before the hour mark. Paddy Roberts, he's loving this. And he's doing a little jig. He's doing a little jig. Loving it. I told him to do that. I really did. Chance here, though, for Hepburn Town to get one back. Langstaff across goal, and it's found its way in the back of the net. They've got one back. The wives won't be leaving them just yet. Roberts with the corner. 15 minutes remain. Can Rigg get on his head on it? Can anyone get the head on it? It's Clark over the bar. Clark now. Can he get the ball in or find his man? He's found Paddy Roberts at the back post. Can he put it back across goal? He can, and there we go. Lovely goal. 11-1. The wives have left the Hepburn players officially now for embarrassing their family. The divorce papers are going through. The kids have been taken away from them officially. Triantis into Rigg. Huggins. Royce in. He's hit it wide. Disappointing that. First time we've really seen him in this second half as well. Look at that. 30 shots to their one. Disappointing that their one shot. They've scored it but 31 shots now. That's insane. It looks like the game's going to finish now. It has done. It's finished a measly 11-1. Look at us there. Oh, God, we're loving it, aren't we? We're loving it. Now, after that game, it does look like Caden Kelly is going to go out on loan to Accrington. I'm happy for that to happen. Get him some game time. Now, this is the next team we are playing in pre-season. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, but we are just going to fly through this one, guys. Go straight to the result. And we did come away with a 6-1 victory, but the big thing there, we had an injury to Jewison Bennett. Hopefully it isn't something too nasty, but Pritchard got himself 3 goals, got himself a hat-trick. Samido as well. Bennett actually scored as well before coming off, and Dan Bollard, but a nice 6-1 victory there. And our next pre-season friendly does result in another victory, a lot closer though this time, picking up a 2-1 win away from home though, but Trey Hume does pick up an injury. Fortunately, it's only for 1 to 3 days. With some bruised ribs there. There's a lot of teams around us making some transfer moves, but again, I know it's boring, but I'm pretty much just trying to fly through the pre-season games at the moment because I want to try and get some competitive football and try these lads out, and then once we've played a handful of games in the Championship, I'll see if there's anything that looks like we desperately need to improve on, if that makes sense. And it's another victory in our next pre-season game. Good to see Anthony Patterson with 7 shots saved there. It's looking like these games are getting closer and closer, but Lewis Samido did get himself on the score sheet. And there's confirmation that Ellis Taylor is going to be going on loan to Northampton, and Chucherov there is going on loan. The striker, 18-year-old striker, is going to go on loan to Swindon as well. Get some of our youth players some game time. Oh, we've just received news that Dennis Serkin, even though he's just come back from injury, is going to be out for 2 to 4 weeks following a dislocated jaw. Jesus Christ. We'll use the club doctor, or should we send to a specialist? We'll send him to a specialist. May as well. Our opening game of the season is going to be against Ipswich, which will be a very difficult game at the stage of my life. I can't wait to start the season, by the way. Get through all these boring as hell pre-season games. And our final pre-season friendly, our final pre-season game results in our first defeat in pre-season at the hands of FC Metz. 4-2 there. Not nice at all. A brace from Papi Cisse, of course. But the Championship season is now underway with the Friday fixture taking place. And Southampton do get off to a good start against Sheff Wednesday, beating them by 2-1. Of course, we are in the on the Sunday fixture. So all the Saturday games are going to be coming in shortly. And we are favourites for this game, according to the press. And here are the Saturday results. Blackburn with a resounding 4-0 win against West Brom. 3-0 there between Bristol City and Preston. Middlesbrough getting a 2-2 draw against Millwall. Some really big results there. Plymouth 4-3 against Huddersfield. Stoke with a big win against Rotherham. Birmingham beating Swansea. Watford beating QPR. Some big wins there, but we are heading towards our Sunday game, our first game of the season. I'm actually quite nervous, I'm actually quite nervous. There's obviously some other games going on as well around the Championship. And these are the teams. This is our first starting 11, our first competitive starting 11 in this series, with Pato in goal, Hume, Ballard, O'Neill and Huggins across the back. Dan Neil and Eck will be our centre mid partnership. Roberts on one side, Clark on the other. We have Alshi starting ahead of Job Bellingham, with Samido up top. We have a really stacked bench as well. I wanted to really go for it up top. I think Alshish at the minute has a little bit more, is showing a little bit more from pre-season anyway, so hopefully we can get ourselves a win at the stage of a light. I am officially shitting myself. Can we get a good win here? Look at the soul. It's massive in this game. And away we go. Away the lads. Come on. Don't let me down, boys. Don't let me down. I like how it has the official EFL stuff as well on the top left. But can we get ourselves off to a win in the Championship? Straight away, Paddy Roberts is going for it. But he's been stopped. Roberts with the corner. Early doors. Can we get a head on it? It's barred. It's in. Get in. What a start to the season. This is Dan Pollard at the back post. Get in, son. Come on. Hume with the throw. Al-Sheesh now. Tries to find Roberts. Is that a penalty? It has been given. It is a penalty. And Jack Clark is going to step up to take it. Can we double the lead here in under 15 minutes at the Stadium Light against Ipswich? We can. It's 2-0. Jack Clark, it is the perfect start to the season. Get in, lads. Hamia does really well there to find Paddy Roberts. Hume. Go on, help him out, lads. Someone help him out. He's going to go himself here. Trey Hume's got loads of space on the right-hand side. Can he get the ball in the box, though? Help him out. Oh, he loses out there. Are they going to counter? No, they're not. We've won the ball back now. Roberts. Oh, sheesh. It's in. It's 3-0. We're running riot at the Stadium of Light. Come on. Hurst now for Ipswich. Brilliant challenge though there. Ekwa. Lewis Hamia. Help him out, lad. Someone. Clark. Can we make it 4 before half time? It's Al-Sheesh on the edge. Hits it. And it's a decent effort. Get it in, Niall. And again, Ekwa. Clark. And there we go. It's 4. We've worked it in and we've forced it into the back of the net. 4-0. Not even half time. Not even half time. We are absolutely smashing it. We are back, guys. Smile on my face. I used to play career mode, for those of you who don't know. I used to play a lot of career mode on this channel. And eventually it got really, really shit and it made me miserable. I wasn't happy recording. But now I'm happy. I'm happy. Hopefully this is the start of a good series. Hopefully it is. I might make a couple of subs though in the next 10-15 minutes. Because we have some players booked and I don't want to risk it. But here's Humphreys now. For Ipswich, straight away in this second half. Please don't be a comeback. I'm not having that. Not having that at all. Burgess, Burns. Get it away, man. And it's in. 4-1. Is the comeback on? Former Sunderland man, Broadhead, of course it is. Gets one back for Ipswich. Lovely football, this. We've had the ball for about 20-25 passes now. Neil, Huggins, lovely football. Tries to find... Not too sure there, but Al-Sheesh wins it back for Roberts from distance. And it's, I think it hit the bar. It did hit the bar. Jesus. Countering now with Nathan Broadhead. Troy Hume tries to stand him up. It is Williams now. He's going to go alone here. And it's a goal. It's 4-2. Is this going to be comeback of the season in the first game of the season? Oh, now they are on the counter-attack again. Is this going to be 4-3? Were we getting a bit ahead of ourselves? Oh, it's a save from Patterson, though, fortunately. Harness has come on and Broadhead has come off. And Broadhead's been their main threat as well, so fortunately he's no longer on the pitch. Chris Rigg and Abdullah Bar are going to come on for the final 15 as well. Oh, Pembele there, caught out by Harness. Is this going to be? Oh, it's not. It's a good save from Patterson. Still 4-2. It's been all Ipswich in this second half, it has to be said. After such a dominant first, they've come out flying in the second. Fair play to them to get themselves a couple. Rigg on to Huggins. Help him out, man. Clark. Go on, get it in the box. Towards Al-Sheesh. Can't win the header. Come on, see it out now, boys. Please, see it out. I can't see them getting a couple of goals in the final 3 minutes. But here is Jackson for Ipswich. Gets it across goal and it's somehow not found the back of the net. We've had to ride our luck on countless occasions in this second half. But the whistle is going to go, I think, any second now. And we're going to get all 3 points in the opening game of the season. It's Harness. Blocked. Struck again. It's struck a deflection. It's found the back of the net. 4-3. It's going to be given as a Luke O'Nien own goal. But what a game this has been for the first game of the season. Please, just finish. And it has finished. Thank God. 4-3. We get away with all 3 points after a blistering first half. But Jesus Christ, we shot ourselves in the foot on many occasions in that second. But who gives a shit? 3 points. But this is where we are going to leave the first episode of the series, guys. And there is the league table to look at. There we are, 4th place after just one game, of course. But if you're enjoying this series, or if you've enjoyed the first episode, you're excited, please hammer that like button. If you've got any suggestions for anything, let me know in the comments down below, because I know I am a massive noob. I've probably missed out loads of shit that I could be doing. So let me know in the comments down below. But please hit the like button if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you're new. But for now, take care, stay jammy.